Picture this, a quiet sunrise over a glassy lake in the American West, the kind of morning that should smell like coffee and pine. Instead, it reeks of entitlement and cheap gardenia perfume. Crack. The sledgehammer bites deep into my grandpa's old cabin door. Wood explodes inward like cheap confetti. There she stands, Vivian Caldwell, HOA President Extraordinaire, panting, Botox-smooth face glowing with the smug glee of someone who's finally won. Behind her, two rent-a-cops film on their phones, convinced they're documenting my perp walk. I don't even stand up. Just sit at the kitchen table in my faded army tee, bad legs stretched out, calmly stirring my black coffee. The man across from me, gray hair, steady eyes, badge resting beside his mug, takes a slow sip and says nothing. Vivian, I drawl, savoring her name like bad whiskey. Meet Captain Elias Harlan. Oregon State Police, Professional Standards Unit, retired but still very much sworn. Her sledgehammer hits the floor with a pathetic clang. Triumph collapses into raw panic faster than her Escalade can parallel park. Let me rewind 6 months and show you how an HOA tyrant ended up cosplaying as a one-woman SWAT team at my front door. I'm Jake Navarro, 44, former combat engineer. One wrong turn near Kandahar turned my left knee into scrap metal and my military career into a memory. VA checks and remote bridge consulting keep the lights on. When my abuela passed, she left me her pride and joy, a 1940s cedar cabin on 3 acres of waterfront heaven in eastern Oregon's high desert. Private dock, ancient ponderosa pine, she planted the year my mom was born. The kind of place where time slows down and the world feels right. The cabin sits just outside Sunridge Meadows, a cookie-cutter HOA hellscape of taupe stucco and identical 3-car garages. Vivian Caldwell has ruled that kingdom for 9 years because no one else has the stomach. Think late 50s, power pink blazers in 95 degrees heat, hair sprayed into submission, voice that lisps every S like a leaking tire. Her Lincoln Navigator sports VIV rules plates. I'm not kidding. First contact? Abuela's memorial service. While everyone else is eating tamales and sharing stories, Vivian corners me by the punch bowl. So sorry for your loss, she coos. Now about voluntary HOA enrollment. Only $620 a month, but the appreciation. She slides me paperwork. At a funeral. I decline politely. Her smile goes razor thin. We'll see, soldier. 3 weeks later the certified letters start. My dock encroaches on HOA lakefront. Remove it or face escalatory measures. The legalese is practically weaponized boredom. What Vivian doesn't know, engineers document obsessively. 2 afternoons in the county recorder's office, smells like dust and broken dreams, unearthed gold. Abuela's 1946 deed grants perpetual lake access. The dock predates her HOA by 38 years. First in time, first in right. I mail her highlighted copies. Her response? She roars up my drive at dawn in full realtor drag. Listen, soldier, she hisses, perfume arriving before her. I've removed 4 holdouts. You'll be 5th. Then come the violations. Grass 0.4 inches too tall. Flag not illuminated to code. Mailbox 1 degree off plumb. Fine stack like Jenga. But every stupid citation is signed. Postmarked. Time-stamped. She's building my case for me. The real escalation hits when her volunteer crew shows up with a chainsaw at 6 a.m. Saturday. They're carving through the ponderosa abuela planted in 52, the one with my initials and my mom's carved side by side. I step out in boxers and an old PT shirt, phone already recording. Hey fellas, got a contractor's license? Permit for heritage tree removal. Chainsaw dies. Operator stares at dirt. We're volunteers. Volunteers running commercial equipment on a county-protected tree? That's a $150 per inch fine. She's 48 inches around. Do the math. They scatter when I dial the state forestry hotline on speaker. Vivian vibrates with rage, clipboard shaking. This isn't over. Oh, but it was just starting. She poisons my abuela's rose garden overnight. Trail cams catch her goons dumping diesel-laced herbicide. I test the soil, file with state police. Our local sheriff conveniently forgets to respond. Post clips to the community page. HOA security killing century-old roses at 2 a.m. Who's next? Viral in a small town means 900 shares in hours. She gets the page nuked. That's when the Whisper Network ignites. Former board member Clara Ruiz slips me 5 years of cooked books. Vivian siphoning dues through her shell company, buying foreclosed lots cheap, flipping to HOA at markup. Embezzlement north of $900,000. Pattern matches 4 other ruined families. Then the big bomb, an original 1939 plat map in Abuela's files. The entire 280-acre Sunridge parcel was sold by my great-grandpa with a reversion clause. If the land is ever used for hostile acts against his descendants, title snaps back. Every fine, trespass, and poisoned rose triggers it. I keep that card close. Vivian escalates to sabotage. Sugar in my truck tank, fake abandonment notice signed by her cousin, whose inspector license lapsed in 2020. She smears me as unstable vet. Neighbors start avoiding eye contact. But documentation is patient. I build the folder. Connect with retired Captain Harlan over bad coffee and good intel. He smells Rico. Final Sunday. Dawn. Over 180 neighbors gather quietly on my land. 3 news crews. Live streams rolling. Vivian arrives like she's raiding a terrorist cell. Sledgehammer, zip ties, her own camera guy. She smashes the door. Steps inside. Sees the badge. Sees the crowd materialize. Sees the agent reading charges. Her kingdom crumbles live on 52,000 screens. In the end, I dissolve the HOA. Deeds go back to residents free and clear. No more petty fines, no more tyrants with clipboards. Recovered funds become scholarships and a community center. Vivian gets 11 years federal. Justice isn't always loud. Sometimes it's just one veteran, one folder, one sunrise, and a whole lot of people finally saying enough. So tell me, fam, was she enforcing community standards, or was she just a bully who finally met the wrong door? Drop your own HOA nightmare below. And remember, when Karen comes swinging, make sure you're rolling tape.